Good morning and welcome, fellow TPCians across the globe. My name is Emmanuel Dini Swak, a brother from another mother. So much excited as usually, so much happy, so much determined to carry the mission of sharing updates from the community called the Billion Code. We are here joining millions of voices in this community, joining many broadcasters, and I want to honor all of their contributions. There are so wonderful voices in this community, the voices with one mission and one vision, one objective, and the voices that carries a mandate from the admin, who is our leader, to liberate humanity, to try and lead the way towards living an abundance lifestyle. The Billion Coin is the only cryptocurrency in life, in existence, that stands or represents an abundance life system. We have witnessed it. We know its strength. We know its vision. We know its mission. We are assured, and we want to assure the rest of humanity that time has come for our people to taste freedom. Now we are in the distribution phase, of course. We are working hard to build a new economy. We need to head towards achieving our economic stage. I want to go into the updates right with you now and share some certain wonderful updates, wonderful contributions that comes from my colleagues. And these colleagues are none other than all the broadcasters in this community, young and old. I have my huge respect for them. I have my huge respect for all leaders who are working hard. For example, I'll set out a few: Mr. Ace Fletcher, Mr. Enbei Derrick, Mr. Raman Mizanua, Pete Scott Thorne, Mr. Randy Wilson, and there are many guys, there are many, Mr. Abundance, and other guys. There are very brilliant guys here that I have gone through their videos. And I want to use this particular video to say, I do appreciate, as a broadcaster, I know what it takes to do this job. We don't read a leader from what he says, from the lips. We read a leader from within the heart. Because whatever you say doesn't come from your lips. Whatever you say has density, has substance. We can feel it, that it comes from within. If you're a leader, you need to be foundationed with love, respect for everybody. You need to be foundationed with love, respect for humanity. You need to lead from the front. You need to set a good example. Then, therefore, when you talk, we don't actually look from your lips, we read it from within. Hello, leaders. Hello, TPCians. We love you so much. We are so much excited about developments, updates taking place in the Billion Code. We are led here, guys, by a man of God. When I say man of God, you might think maybe I'm referring to a pastor or what. I'm referring to our TPC leader. He is a true man of God. He is a saint. Nobody from this earth can do what admin has done for humanity and what he keeps on doing. Now we need to focus our attention. We need to rally behind the admin and all his strategies and use the tools that are designed for us. We are what we are because of the principles, the values, the teachings, the new theories, the lessons that admin has given to us. Since we came here, by reading the blog, we have been, I would say, we have changed. The mentality has changed. We have learned a great deal from the admin blog. And I want to echo and I want to encourage our fellow members throughout the globe. Let us stick to the blog. If you want us to succeed, let us stick to the blog. We need to start the blog on daily basis. Hello, TPCians. Allow me to invite you into these updates, wonderful updates. Let's just go into the screen sharing right now so we can actually go to these wonderful updates that the Billion Coin admin has drafted for us. Let's go in there. Right, the first one says, what's you holding humanity back? A wonderful post. Listen, what is it that is a stumbling block to humanity? What is it? What is it that is holding us? It says one of the main things holding humanity back is their unwillingness to read. When I read this article, I remember one analyst. He said, if you want to hide information, put it in writing. If you want to hide important information, don't go around talking. No, you must just silently go and put it in writing, because humanity has this thing of not willing to read. They have got a tendency of not reading things. In this community, we encourage you guys to read the blog. Don't depend on second-hand information, on oral information. Never. Because the elites can distort things. They are here to distort information. Let us go for it and find out. It is there, written in textbooks. This is the article that is awakening us as well. Now let's go further, guys. The next article, let's go here. Important updates for Filipinos is a video. We have got updates in video forms as well as in text form. There we go, important updates. If you need to know, you have to click this video. He is our leader from the Filipinos community, Mr. Rafael Nonito. If you have been attending the Send Button meetings, you will be in agreement with me. He is him. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, sir. Let's go further. Oh, let me go back to him. Let me go back to him. I want to thank him. Mr. Nonito has recently organized a very powerful, well-organized event in Philippines. I want to say thank you so much for what you have done, sir. You and your community there, we have seen what you are made of. We have seen Mr. Nbe, he has taken almost 2 weeks in Philippines for the past weeks. This shows commitment from such leaders. You are a pace setter. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Mr. Nonito. I was following you. I followed all the events from day one up to day last. Thank you so much. We need to copy from such leaders like Mr. Nonito Rabel. This one say, hooray! TPC August promo extended to September. Another wonderful contribution by one of our leader here. I love his works so much. There he is. I need to know his name. Yes, there he is. What a smart t-shirt. There he is. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much for your contribution. I've seen your videos more than once. He is one of the contributors in this community. We are sent to appreciate each other's works. We need to appreciate each other, guys, not to be negative, not to criticize without doing anything. Let us embrace each other. Let us encourage each other. Like the article here, which was saying we need to click the like button on each other's videos. Let's do that thing. Let's go here. Review of recent blogs in French. My broadcast is mainly on updates. I don't have a specific subtopic. I'll have it in my next contribution. I can see my friend Mofo. I remember when we were together in Mr. Randy Wilson's cash flow classes. It was those days. Thank you so much, my brother. There he is. I know him the way he knows himself. Thank you so much, brother, for your contribution. Now, let's go ahead. Mr. and Mrs. Nbay on the move. Watch this one also. You know, I looked at Mr. Nbay and Mrs. Nbay. I said, whoa, this is a good couple. This is a good couple. It's not common to have couples standing together like Mr. Nbay is doing. Wherever you see them together, they are setting a good leadership abilities here. We need to follow him. Guys, let us teach our wives, our couples, whatever we're doing. Let us share them. Let us train them. Which is common, particularly in Africa. Men think that they are more superior than women. They don't involve their partners in whatever they do. So, Mr. Nbay, I have huge respect for you, my brother, for doing a wonderful example with your wife, Ruth. I suppose her name is Ruth. If I'm wrong, you can correct me, but I think she is Ruth. Thank you so much, Nbay. You are setting a good example. This is part of, you are building our marriages. You are telling us that we need to work together with our partners. Now, early birds catch the worms. This is a wonderful old saying. An early bird gets the worms. If you are sleeping and snoozing and doing nothing about TPC, you won't catch the fattest. Particularly now, guys, we have the 2019 promotion where you can do a transaction of 40 grains, 36 grains, 32 grains, 28 grains, going downwards, depending on your affordability. You can do 40 grains and you'll be actually getting yourself a full coin. And I've realized that the coin now has appreciated to 10 million, over 10 million US dollars in value. And you can only get it now when you do a transaction of 40 grains. So early birds gets the fattest worms. If you miss it now, you won't get it again. This is my brother, S. Fletcher. S. Fletcher is one of the heavy hitters so far, including Mr. Nbay. We have got two heavy hitters in the community. Who is a heavy hitter? A heavy hitter is this powerful recruiter who manages to recruit over 1,000 new recruits during the Bitcoin contest promotion. We have got two champions now. Thank you so much, admin, for producing these two guys for us. They represent us. We really appreciate this. Right, let's go ahead. Thank you so much. This one says, no sympathy for the foolish. Hey, hey. No sympathy at all. I suppose he is Kio Pio, Mr. Kio Pio. I saw it later. We have our old statesmen here, our leaders, our grandparents, our fathers. There he is. Thank you, sir. Let us have time to go and listen to him as usually. Thank you so much for your contribution. The other one, office meeting with some very serious leaders. Yes, I was watching this with delightment. Office meeting with serious TPC leaders from Nigeria. This other man, it is said, he has, I would say, spent more than 2 million naira in TPC. This is a very good sign that TPC is a universal asset, is digital money. Watch out through this one. You will laugh your lungs out. It's quite good. It's quite interesting. These guys are very serious. Leaders are meeting in different corners of the world, and this is a good sign that we are a united force. Thank you so much, admin, for bringing us together. Let's go here. This one says, let us all give our support to the TPC admin to move us forward. Yes, indeed. We need to, my brother. Why not? We need to give 200% support to our admin because he is the only leader who is having the interest of humanity at heart. Thank you so much. God has given us admin. He's a God-given asset himself. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, my leader. Then we go ahead, embrace the TPC blog. Guys, this is what you always say, do. We have here a leader sharing with us this article. You click here. This is Mr. S. Fletcher. Mr. S. Fletcher is now a broadcaster. No. It's not him, sorry. It's not S. Fletcher. Mm-hmm. You see, the name is Okeke. I was waiting for the name. Mr. Okeke, thank you so much, sir. Thank you very much. You are a very strong leader, eloquent leader indeed. You are a contributor in this community. Let's go ahead. Let's click on page 2. My broadcast, I'm just touching updates. I don't have a specific topic this afternoon. This one says, let us give full our support to the TPC admin to move us forward. I think I covered this one. Embrace the TPC blog video. I think I covered this one. Why am I going back? This one says how to restore your birthright in less than 48 hours. This is, I think, Mr. Nbe. I went through over it. Guys, you must have time to peruse the blog. Sometimes you can spend a day, just a day, doing nothing, perusing the blog. Go ahead, behind, listen to other people. We learn from each other. And this brings us together. Mr. Nbe, there he is. This brings us together. If you can share this with your next person or alone, you will grow up. You will grow up if you listen to Mr. Nbe. You will grow up. Because as a leader, you need to grow up from upstairs here. Not grow up by physique. You must grow up here mentally. Hello, guys. I'm just sharing. I'm so much excited because I love the TPC community. Our beautiful mission statement, remember our mission statement? Our mission statement is there, guys. When you peruse, you will get it. The Kringle Society mission statement, it is there in black and white. Let's go in the video. You can spend the whole day going through the blog. Mr. Pio Kio, there he is. You can go through the whole day reading, marinating yourself, empowering yourself. TPC 004 archive is closed. Yes. Bye-bye, TPC 004. Bye and bye. You have served your purpose. Now it is time for us to move forward. Bye-bye, TPC 004. We thank you. You have stood your ground. It is now time for you to go. We have TPC 009 now that we are relying upon. Thank you so much, Mr. TPC 004, for your courtesy. Sir, there's an image, I think. Let's go in there. There's an image for Mr. TPC 004. It says Kringle account status, Kringle account expiration. It has gone archived, closed the 22nd of August 2019. If you never ever moved your coins from this old man called TPC 004, I'm sorry, my brother. Sorry, my sister. The coins have gone. The coins have gone. But that is not the end of the world. You can come and concentrate. The 2019 promotion is still available for you. Friend, let's go ahead. The next article. Mr. Abundance is on fire. Oh, he is on fire. He is burning. I remember there was a song when we grew up that was said, London is burning. Mr. Abundance is also burning. It used to say, London is burning, London's burning. It says, bring some water, bring some water. Something like that. I was young by then. I can't remember. I'm now an old man. Mr. Abundance is on fire about TPC. Yes, this man is so much eloquent. He's a straightforward talker. He's a man of facts, a man who goes forward. He doesn't retreat. He is a soldier. There he is. And he seems to be standing. He doesn't sit down when he does his broadcast. Thank you so much, Mr. Abundance. Thank you so much, sir. We have time for you. We appreciate your effort since you came into TPC. You are one of the voices, my friend. This one says August promo extended into September. This is a wonderful poster. Guys, the August promo, remember the admin credits. Let us do the good thing of bringing people now when it has been extended, of course, to September. Admin is paying 2 admin credits for you and me, and for the newest, 2, each one of us. Thank you so much, admin, for this courtesy, for humanity, for the generosity that you continue giving to us. Admin is setting an example of spreading love to humanity. It says, good news, the August promo will be extended into the month of September 2019. Thank you so much. Now let's go ahead. Let me see where I am going to conclude my broadcast. New TPC slogan, this TPC is my birthright. Mr. Enbe always has to have something to say to us. Today he's saying, TPC is my birthright. Listen to this video. I took time to go into it. He talks about losing your birthright from the first day you have your birth certificate, but let me leave it to him. It's up to him to explain it why. There he is with his team as usual. Thank you, Mr. Enbey. Thank you so much, my brother. Then I think I would end here. Walk through TPC Training Center in Accra, Ghana. Accra, the Ghanaians are also very much powerful in this community of TPC. You can check for yourself. These are the guys. These are the leaders. These are the leaders in TPC. There we go. There you go, guys. There you go. Wonderful updates indeed. Now, let me see the last one. Thank you for liking Ace Fletcher's broadcast. This is the article concerning liking each other's broadcast. Yes, guys, Mr. Ace Fletcher, there he is, one of our heavy hitters. If you don't know how to recruit, ask Fletcher how things are done. Send him an email. Become a student in his class. He's going to teach you how things are done. Thank you so much, Ace. Thank you so much, leaders. Now, I think I will have to go as far as this. You see, this is what we love doing most, simply by sharing articles in TPC admin blog, simply by appreciating other people's wonderful contribution. This encourages us. If we keep liking other people, appreciating what somebody is doing, you are strengthening, you are encouraging some people to move forward. You know, people in general, they love being appreciated, not to destroy, not to criticize each other. No. Destroying, negativity, and other things, they have no room in this community. My fellow colleagues, my leaders, as I have said, my broadcast is mainly on updates. I was just doing my job. I was just contributing, sharing to these updates to this wonderful community of ours. You can as well subscribe to my channels. You can download my videos. TPC is alive and kicking, and we are working towards an economic stage, even though we are still in the construction side of this wonderful economy. Economies are constructed. Economies don't just come from heaven. Remember the September issue, the new policy for all TPCians, for all billionaires. You need to make yourself a full-timer and become a monthly subscriber. You need to attend the send button meetings. You see, guys, you pay your $22 on monthly basis and participate in the Bitcoin contest so that you can also take advantage of the Bitcoin bounties that are here. We now have a residual income in this community since upgrading. TPC has upgraded. That is why we have the monthly residual income. That is why we need to subscribe monthly, and all billionaires are expected to step up and act responsible and interact like billionaires does, and think like billionaires think, and walk like billionaires walk, and talk like billionaires talk. So let us all, guys, step up and become full-timers and participate in the wonderful concept called the Bitcoin contest, and also become the heavy hitters too. Now we have also the September extension of the admin credits that I have covered. Also, There's an article which I never covered in this broadcast concerning the merchants September credits, the merchants credit in September. I hope to cover it in my next contribution. May God embrace, love, bless, look after each one of us, right from the top, from our leader up to all of the members that are here in this wonderful community. God bless you till we meet again in my next contribution. Thank you. Bye. Be blessed.